BSG has completely destroyed the labs keycards with the latest patch of 0.15, turning them from infinite use to a 10 out of 10 use card, which now means that anyone that previously had the keycards has probably lost tens of millions of rubles, making it very, very annoying to pretty much anyone that plays PvE if you'd already bought them. I mean, it's a good change, I guess, for making cards cheaper, but at the end of the day, let's get into why that is not necessarily always the best case and why this change was absolutely terrible. And yes, I did lose 200 million overnight because of this. Cool, so now we have 10 out of 10 uses instead of the infinite use keycards that were the labs keycards, and you might be thinking, well, how did you lose so much money then? Not that it really matters to me because I have 700 million, I'm not a complete copium addict, but the red keycard, yeah, has now got 10 out of 10 uses, the yellow keycard has 10 out of 10 uses, and the green keycard has 10 out of 10 uses. They all have 10 out of 10 uses, which now means that every single time that you open up a room on labs, you are costing yourself money. Now, this is probably one of the most annoying things in the game because not only have the black keycards gone through the roof, as this was the best room to actually use because now they're up at 10 million and will probably keep going up to the point where you no longer make money by actually opening up the black room because stims are only worth probably anywhere from about 600 to 800k. Meaning that now you are just basically going to break even every single time that you open the black keycard room, making labs loot completely terrible because now you're paying about 1 million per use at the moment, and of course you're never really making 1 million guaranteed every single time. Now you can get LEDXs, and I'm not completely oblivious to that, which can make you 600k, but it's not guaranteed every time, and the stims in there you can get anywhere from the loot nerf that has happened on PvE, anywhere from about 500k to about 1 million on the very top end if you get some of the best stims out of the room, but most likely you're going to end up with about 500k from the black room, meaning that you're got to make up 5 million in just LEDXs from the raid, as of the prices currently. Now, I'm sure that these will actually come down as people start to realise that spending 10 million on a black keycard to lose 3 million is probably not a good idea, but that has already been seen with a lot of the other keycards in the game, and although I'm not really that salty, I mean, it's just a number at the end of the day. The yellow keycard, for example, has started going down. These are sat at around 2 million for the yellow keycard. Previously, they were kind of hard locked at about 2.2 million because that was the minimum price that you could sell it to therapists for. And of course, once again, BSG in their infinite wisdom, if we go to therapist and open up my rares and go to this one, and open this one up, you can see that they've dropped the price by 10, which means that now your yellow keycard, which was worth 2.2 million, is now worth 220k. And your red keycard, which was previously worth 10 million, is now worth 1 million. And so that is the case for all of the keycards, and you can see if we were to drop all of these in, the total price of all of these previously would have been about 77 million, and of course now significantly less. And you also notice that a lot of the keycards themselves are probably not going to have any better spawn rates. Maybe they start spawning in the marked rooms, which we'll check in some upcoming videos. Maybe they're back in the marked rooms again, making marked rooms actually worth looting, so you can go ahead and use the keycards in the actual PvE zone as they should be, without having to spend millions to be able to pick them up and lose money on opening them every time. But yeah, so far definitely not a good change in my opinion. Having 10 out of 10, I get that they maybe are trying to limit how much kind of keycards are on the market and the exponential use of them, and just basically once you bought one set, no one ever buys them again. But still, 10 uses seems a bit low. I could understand if it was 100 uses. At the end of the day, it's a key card. How many times in real life would you use a key card? I mean, you could say the same about keys, but I would have definitely set these way higher at maybe like 50 to allow people to actually make their money back for doing the raids, because at the minute, not going to happen. And this really annoyed a lot of people. I can see a lot of people in the comment section of the previous video getting very angry about this. And yeah, I mean, I find this kind of weird change that definitely didn't need happening. At the end of the day, you're supposed to play the game how you want to play it. I don't see why PSG are trying to enforce this 10 out of 10 uses and spending all your money on keycards to lose money, because people at the end of the day just aren't going to use the content that they have in the game, and will get very bored if this keeps happening to everything that they're trying to do on the game. And at the end of the day, labs is all about going through all of the rooms, and if you're not making money on there, then playing labs is not going to be the best way. And maybe it was a counter to the labs glitch or the labs no AI glitch where everyone made a ton of money, but there is no AI glitch anymore. They patched that. So yeah, what a weird thing at all to actually introduce. But I thought I'd showcase it to you guys. If you want to sell off your keycards because maybe you think they're going to go down, be my guest. Me personally, at this point, I don't care. They could go to 0. I'm not really interested. I'll probably just end up using these anyway at some point, because 10 out of 10 uses, I mean, 10 raids and they're gone. So whatever. Doesn't really make a difference to me, but I'm sure it makes a huge difference to some of you guys. And spending that much money rebuying keycards, not a good look from BSG. Hopefully we'll see the marked rooms buffed up as they previously were, so you could guarantee them basically in every marked room, but there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and a bit of a somber one for what is supposed to be a big thing for the PvE community with the release of some of the changes which came with this update. So yeah, bit of a negative one, but thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.